For those of you who can't make it to Japan to view the cherry blossom this year, don't worry, because we're going to give you an update on how the cherry blossom is blooming right now in Tokyo, Japan. Today is March 26, 2021. It hasn't fully bloomed yet, I would say around 60 to 80% depending on the location. I guess it is good that they bloom at different times so people can enjoy them longer. Because if it rains, all the cherry blossom will be gone instantly. That's why cherry blossom is very special to the Japanese people because they don't last a very long time. So you have to appreciate them while they last. So let me give you the latest update on what is happening in Tokyo in case you want to come and visit soon. So as of last week, the Japanese government announced that the most recent state of emergency in place for a total of 2.5 months would expire after March 21st. So as of March 22nd, Tokyo is no longer under a state of emergency. However, while some restrictions have been eased, others remain firmly in place. Bars and restaurants can now stay open until 9 p.m., but the shortened operating hours will continue until April 21st. Cherry blossom gatherings are still heavily discouraged, and many Tokyo parks have placed barriers around their picnic areas to enforce the rules. Venue capacity for large-scale events previously capped at 5,000 people has been doubled to a maximum of 10,000 people. Check out these adorable Japanese kids crossing the street. We see that a lot in Japan, which is so adorable. Border controls will not be eased for the time being. This means Japan is still closed to the world except citizens and foreign residents with a valid residence visa. Furthermore, overseas spectators will not be permitted for the Tokyo Olympics. But their policies may change, so stay tuned. For those of you who are already in Tokyo or planning to come to Tokyo next year, here are some places which are the best locations to view cherry blossom. First one is Shinjuku Gyoen in central Tokyo. This one you do have to pay an admission fee of 500 yen. So this park features more than 1,000 cherry blossom trees of over a dozen varieties, including numerous early and late blooming trees. So for those of you who missed the main season by a week or two, this is a good place to go. Ueno Park is one of Japan's most crowded, lively, and popular spots for cherry blossom parties. It features more than 1,000 trees along the street leading towards the National Museum and around Shinobazu Pond. It's completely free, and it usually blossoms a couple of days ahead of the blossoms in many other spots in the city. Chidoriga Fuchi, which is near the Kudanshita station, is completely free also. Boats are available for rent, trees are lit up in the evenings, and many food stands can be found at nearby Yasukuni Shrine where another 1,000 cherry blossom trees are planted. Sumida Park, which is a few steps from the Asakusa station, free admission. The park stretches for a few hundred meters along both sides of Sumida River with views of the Tokyo Sky Tree. Some food stands are available. Trees are all lit up in the evenings. Cherry blossom viewing can also be enjoyed from boats that cruise the river. You can basically find cherry blossom everywhere when you walk down any streets of Tokyo. I'm going to take you to an interesting spot. This house has become sort of like a tourist attraction because they have a very special breed of cherry blossom. As you can see, it's fuchsia plus a combination of white and fuchsia. So a lot of people come here to take photos. So it's really fun to walk around Tokyo during the cherry blossom season because you can always find new flowers, new breed, and they bloom differently every year, so it's a lot of fun, a lot of new discoveries. Yoyogi Park, which is around 5 minutes from the Harajuku station, is also a good place to view cherry blossom for free. They have over 600 cherry blossom trees. You can have a picnic there, and they also have a few food stands. Asukayama Park, which is a short walk from the Oji station, is also one of Tokyo's great spots to view cherry blossom. It's one of the oldest and most famous, completely free. They have several hundred cherry blossom trees, also a great place for a picnic, and the trees light up in the evenings. So this is the Meguro River near the Nakameguro station. It's also completely free. They have about 800 cherry trees, which go for several hundred meters and create an amazing sight. During the Nakameguro Sakura Festival, the trees are lit up in the evenings. Koishikawa Korakoen is another one of Tokyo's most attractive traditional Japanese landscape gardens to view cherry blossom. They have the weeping cherry blossom tree. I guess they look like they're weeping. Maybe they fall over a little bit. So they typically bloom a few days before the other trees. You can also check out Koishikawa Botanical Garden, which is a 10-minute walk from Hakusan or Nyogadani station. So for this garden, you have to pay an admission fee of 500 yen, but it is a beautiful, spacious park with many cherry blossom trees of different varieties and also a Japanese landscape garden. You can also check out the Aoyama Cemetery, which is a 5-minute walk from Nogizaka Station, free admission. The straight road which leads through the cemetery is lined and covered by hundreds of cherry blossom trees. However, it is a graveyard, so the feeling is more solemn. So when we were checking out the beautiful cherry blossom, we noticed some old Japanese men volunteering to pick up garbage. We see that quite a lot in Tokyo, which is very heartwarming because you can tell that they really do love this city. Hope we can see more of that in the rest of the world. Cherry blossom is absolutely gorgeous in Japan, so hope you'll all have a chance to come and view it in the future. So I'm going to stay quiet and allow you to enjoy the rest of the video.